What's good, everybody? What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Diamond Hoover. I ain't dropped one of these spiritual videos in a minute. It's been a long time I've been getting myself together. I've been just focusing on myself, you feel me? Like I told you, I don't drop content. Well, I've been lacking content. There's no reason I shouldn't be dropping you guys any videos, rather it's 2K, rather it's spiritual videos, or no matter what it is, honestly, right? But I came to the conclusion, honestly, about this whole life situation, this whole life shit in general, about what's going on. Quarantine has been happening for the last damn near five going on 6 months. It's been damn near literally half the year. It started in February and then really escalated in March, but we was notified about it damn near in January. So we're going to just say damn near the whole year, and it's now the first day of fucking July, right? So I've really started to realize about myself and about life in general. This is just a random video. It's not about, well, it's a spiritual video, but it's not about anything specific, you feel me? So I might hop around through topics, but the first topic I want to start on is kind of like mental health and your depression, right? Because a lot of people might have depression and don't know how to speak about it. They might go through it, you feel me? I gotta get my little dreads done today. They nappy as shit, but that's besides the point. But a lot of people go through stuff in their mental, rather it be happiness, rather it be war with themselves, rather it be sadness, rather it be traumas from their past, or maybe other things that really mess with their head due to the simple fact that it won't allow them to proceed in life and process stuff differently, or get a different view at things differently because of the way that stuff has transpired in the past, you feel me? So their future will always literally be messed up because their head is always stuck into what destroyed them, for them not to proceed forward and want to progress in general, right? So I'm not gonna lie to you, me personally, I suffer with holding on to grudges and holding on to things that literally mess with me so bad. Like, I'm one of those people, if you do things to me, I'll never forget it. Like, I'll never forget if you ever crossed me. I'll never forget if you snaked me, if you cheated on me, if you stole from me, if you did anything that I wouldn't do to you that would make me hurt you. You get what I'm saying? So I really started realizing, I was talking to my man Odie about this, John, and he said something real like different to me. Because I'm one of them people, if something happens to me throughout my entire day, like if something happens to me during the day, it'll mess up my entire day. So if something was to happen right now, it would dictate my entire rest of my however many hours is left in the day, until damn near I went to sleep, right? But he told me this: when you think positive, right? And my dad tells me this, and my grandma tells me this too, whatever you put into the world is literally what you will receive back. If you place in positive energy, I want to have a good day, I'm going to have a great day. No matter, even if the shittiest stuff happens to you, right? You could wake up the next day and be like, I'm going to have a great day. That day might not be great, but long as you keep telling yourself, I'm going to be great, I'm going to have a great day, I love myself, everything that I do is for myself, I'm looking to do the best things for myself, I want the best interest for myself, and I just want to be happy, I want to be positive, I'm not going to hold you. Doing that shit actually works. And I'm not going to say you're going to pray for a good day and then it's going to be magically the best day of your fucking life. Like, I'm not saying that at all. But you have to really realize, once you ask for something, and I'm not talking about you're asking for money, I'm not talking about asking for fame, I'm not talking about clout or material shit. We're talking about genuine human shit. Being happy don't cost nothing. Being healthy really doesn't cost shit. When you really ask the person that you believe in, I'd rather be Jesus Christ, rather be Allah, rather be whoever you may pray to. I pray to God. That like I tell y'all every video, I just pray to God. I don't really have no set religion in stone. I just know it's a higher being that made all of this possible, rather be a he or she. Everybody wants to label it as a male, but you have to really realize, life cannot happen without a woman. Life cannot happen without a woman. Everything on this planet that's either alive, right, has to be reproduced by some type of female. It's not just males out here having sex with males producing other things. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that God is a female, But what I'm also saying is life has to start and begin with a female being in the picture. And I just leave it at that. So at that point, I just pray to my God every day. I pray to the universe. I pray to the planet. I just pray that I have better days, because I've had since January 11th, damn near to like April, May, June, probably until like the end of May, I was really in a bad spot. I was really in a badass spot. I wasn't really dropping content. I wasn't really dropping anything for anybody. But then I started just focusing on what makes myself happy. What makes me happy? What gets on my nerves? And you gotta really pick and choose in your life. What gets on your nerves? Like if something gets on your nerves, honestly, and this is for anybody that's going through anything like this. If anything is getting on your nerves, if it's aggravating you, if it makes you sad, if it makes you feel down, if it makes you feel anything less of a fucking person, you have to let it go. You absolutely have to let it go. I don't give a fuck what it is. Nothing on this planet, and I repeat this, and I want this to stick with the people that's really gonna watch this video. Nothing on this fucking planet is supposed to make you sad and make you feel down. Absolutely nothing. I don't give a fuck if it's a video game. I don't give a fuck if it's your mom, your girlfriend, your brother, your best friend, whatever it may be. Nothing is supposed to make you sad, not want to sleep, not want to eat. Nothing is supposed to make you want to fight somebody, want to be able to go kill somebody, makes you want to not be around them, make you not want to be yourself. So whatever it is that's literally making you feel like this, rather you could be in a friendship. And a friendship, if you feel like your friend only wants to be around you when you can offer them something, when they can benefit off you, get money out of you, time out of you, you got to cut them short. If you're in a relationship where you feel as though you're giving 110% effort and you're not receiving it back, you're doing everything to make somebody else happy, to make them smile, and they doing the bare minimum for you, long as you're around, that's all that matters. You got to let them go. If you're on a video game, this is my problem. I play 2K religiously. That shit gets on my nerves more than anything on this planet Earth. I promise you. 2K pisses me the fuck off. But I didn't cut 2K off. But what I learned to do is understand that it's a video game. Video games are meant for you to lose. There's no video game that you can go in right now and you're going to win all day long. From the time you start that video game to the time you end that game, that you're going to win. You can even get on Minecraft. They play all elevator music. You're building blocks all day. You can go to creative mode. Somebody can join your creative mode and fuck up your entire world and fuck up your day in real life. You can be on regular mode on Minecraft. I'm just being honest, because a lot of people just think that everything has something completely positive about it. You can go on the regular mode on Minecraft and your village could get blown up by like a wizard or some weird shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? And that could fuck up your whole day because you spent all that time getting all that material for it to be fucked up. That's literally anything in the world. So you got to really realize what makes you happy, right? What makes you smile? What makes you allow you to be who you are 100% of the time? That's what you got to focus on. And the number one thing before you do that, well, it's two things before you do that. You got to get your mind right. You got to cleanse your mind. You really have to dismiss all the toxic and bad energy from around you altogether. Even if you have one of those toxic minds, or you have one of those minds where it's like one-sided, and you really just think everything is just one way, you have to break free and become open-minded. I'm not saying believe in everything. I'm not saying do any of that at all. But what I'm saying is you have to open your mind to doors that you didn't even think was possible. That's what life is about. You have to go through trials and tribulations every day, or at least in your life, to build character, right? So this is what I've been doing. I've stopped talking to the people that I feel as though was leeches more than beneficial in my life. People that really just had me around just for the fuck of it. People that had me around just for the money. People that just had me around for their entertainment. People that had me around just because I was the person that I've always been to them, but they've been shit to me. You gotta let them motherfuckers go, dog. Real shit. And that's just being honest with you. I've let people go like that. I've stayed off the game less, or played games that only make me happy, or I really realize that it's just a video game, so I don't allow it to get me mad like that. And I've just been praying every day to just have mental health, number one. and just to watch over me mentally and physically and just give me knowledge. I don't need nothing else. I'm never gonna ask my creator for money. Money ain't shit. We make money this special thing, this most essential thing on the planet. But a lot of people don't even have their mind. You gonna get all this money but be a dumb motherfucker. How that work? You get what I'm saying? Like, money is fine, but would you rather have $100 million be dumb, or would you have $100 million and be smart and learn how to flip that 100 million to another 100 million? Or learn how to invest that 100 million or spend that 100 million so it could spread long, and then you could reproduce that 100 million. A lot of people just get money and do dumb shit. A lot of people got their stimulus check, balled out on weed, balled out on drugs, outfits, and wasn't worrying about the shit that mattered. A lot of people still had bills to pay, car insurance to pay, all kind of bullshit, but they was wearing the flashiest Gucci belt, but now they sleeping on the twin mattress with no fucking bed frame. Like, you get what I'm saying? A lot of people in general are so computerized and stuck on the internet that it's damn near a shame. I hate my generation. I absolutely have the worst generation of all time. Like statistically speaking, if you ask me, I have the worst generation. There's no loyalty from the 96 babies and up. There's no loyalty whatsoever. There's no real commitment. There's no real truth. There's no real thoroughness behind it. Like for you to be a decent human being to come from 1996, I wasn't born in that area, but I'm saying that's damn near my generation. 96 or 95 up, I'ma say. If you're really a different person than the average person that you see on the internet that was born from 1995 damn near to 2020, if you're different, you just a blessing. Because a lot of people right now is just living for the internet. They're living for attention. Attention is a damn near, that shit is damn near a drug. Like, you know how money, and you know how people be like, money is the root of all evil. This is the root of all evil. No, attention is the root of all evil. If you have attention in this day and age in 2020, you got it. Attention, if you get attention, you got it. The clout is at an all-time high. Everybody copies everybody. Everybody wants to dick ride everybody. Everybody wants to do what the next person is doing, but nobody is original. There's nobody really loyal. These bitches is out here being convinced by rappers, by female rappers that don't even live and die by what they're rapping about. But that's been the world for itself altogether. That's how it's always been. But now it's at an all-time high. In general, you got niggas not worshiping women when women are damn near the most special thing on this planet. But then you have the women that don't even know how to treat themselves. They want to be respected, but they don't respect themselves. It's a lot of women like that. Like, I cannot treat you if you don't treat yourself like that. Like, I'm not going to treat you like a queen if I see you on Instagram shaking ass doing thought topic shit. Like, I can't fuck with you like that. You feel me? But 2020, it's really been a roller coaster ass year, to say the least, to be honest with you. Since the tip off, we're not even in the fourth quarter yet. It's been bombs away. Literally bombs away. But I want you people to get distracted by the shit that's happening in the world. You got to really realize it is you versus yourself until you die. It's always going to be me versus me. And you got to say that to yourself. You're the only person that's going to make yourself happy. You're the only person that's going to really fully, completely understand yourself. And once you understand yourself, right, you have to really realize that you are you. A lot of people might not understand why they are like that, like why they're like this, why they're different. You got to really realize you are your parents. Dissect and really observe and understand how your parents are. If they're alive, if they're not, God bless their souls. But you got to really understand you are your parents. You have your parents' characteristics, you have their genes, you have their everything. You feel me? So take two of those human beings and then that creates you. I'm not saying that you're them 110%, but what I am saying is if you have little flaws within yourself, if you have little mental problems with yourself, if you have little characteristics that you don't see in everybody else, well, number one, nobody is ever the same. But if you ever wanna wonder why you're like that, just look at your parents, right? I had to really realize when I look at my mom, she has this about her that's inside of me. When I look at my dad, he has some of this stuff that's inside of me. You have to really realize you have to pick and choose what the good things are, because you're gonna have their good parts and you're gonna have their flaws, right? So you have to really realize the flaws that you see in them that were applied to you. If you don't like them, only you can change that. Only you can take that shit away. Nobody's going to take that shit away. You have to really realize you can only make yourself happy. You're the only person that can make yourself healthy. You're the only person that's going to go 6 feet under when it's all said and done. You were the only one that came out that womb. You have to worry about yourself, because you got to understand when you really make yourself the top priority next to God, because you got to put the universe and the planet and God before anything, because without any of those three things, you wouldn't even have a fucking breath in your body. You got to put God first, and you got to put yourself second. Putting God first is the almighty thing in the world, though, because once you put God first, he's going to make sure, she's going to make sure that you always manifest what you need in your life. Not what you want, but what you need, right? So look, once you put him first or her first, or you just put the universe first, you just put God first in general, and then you put yourself, you're going to be a changed person for the better. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen in a month. But in a year, when you look back, you're going to be like, damn, I was stressing about that. I was sick about that. I was in a bad spot about that. I used to do this. I used to look like this. I used to want to do that. You're going to be a whole different person once you care about yourself. You're not going to allow the bullshit to enter your life. You're not going to allow certain shit to really affect you for the long run. You're not going to allow people that you feel as though was so special in your life to come back and then ruin your life and corrupt your life all over again, because they had their shot in your life and they showed their true colors. It's time for them to move on. It is time for you to focus on yourself. When you really focus on yourself and you have all great energy and you have great vibes and you have this great intentions in general, the positivity will attract to you just like the negativity did. And I absolutely guarantee you this. I just want everybody that watches my videos, or anybody that shares my videos, to literally just become the best version of themselves. Happiness doesn't cost shit, but it's the hardest thing to come by. And it's the simplest shit. That we're not talking about coming past a bad bitch with a crazy ass physique. We're not talking about coming by $100 million. We talking about coming past happiness. What the fuck do happiness cost? But it costs everything. Happiness damn near costs everything, but we don't value it like that. Put yourself first and watch how shit start changing. Bit by bit. I'm not saying completely cut off everything and change everything literally overnight. But at least go on your notes, or at least go on your journal, write down shit that you don't like about yourself, shit that you don't like about other people, shit that makes you either sad, mad, depressed, unwanted, unhealthy, all of that shit. And you just take it away. And then you start placing yourself in shit that actually does provide for you, whether it be mentally, physically, whatever you want it to be. It could be the slightest thing in the world. But once you really start dissecting and dividing the negatives from the positives, watch how your life change, dog. It's July 1st, 2020, man. Make sure that y'all treat yourself better, do better, and just become better. It's your boy Damo. I'm out this bitch, man. Let's get it.